For my first review, I chose to do the BlackBerry Pearl 8100 by RIM. This is a really neat little phone, to be honest. This is actually the first smartphone put out by RIM that could handle multimedia, such as a camera, which you can see right here, and also it can play music files and video files, which is something that the BlackBerry series couldn't do before. This phone also has a trackball. You'll see mine is a yellowish color. This isn't something you can do without changing a lot of the settings. You have to download You have to download a program called Color Pearl for this. It's free. You can have it installed OTA, or over-the-air installation. If you just go to a website, go to Google, type in Color Pearl, you can do this. Another cool thing about this phone is something called SureType, which is basically when it's predictive text, but it's a different kind of predictive text. It's by far the best predictive text I've seen on a cellular telephone since I've had one, and I've had quite a few. The image quality on this phone it's so-so. It's not like super great. They actually have a upgrade to this phone. It's the BlackBerry Pearl 8150, which actually has a higher megapixel camera, and the pictures are a little bit better than this model. But some other things it does is it also provides something called push email, which is basically as soon as an email goes to your email server, the BlackBerry service pushes that email to your phone. So it's almost immediate. That means, like, if my grandpa and grandma sent me a birthday card to my email, it goes bloop right to my phone within with hardly to no delay. Also, what I do is I get my regular email, my work email. I work as a salesman during the day, and my work email gets pushed to my phone immediately. So if anything ever happens, if someone has a urgent quote that they need for something, I can get back to them in a very timely manner. I can even write back to them with my phone and then send it through my phone to the customer or to whoever I want the recipient to be. Also, what else does this phone do? It also has voice commands. So while I'm driving, I live in the state of California, and this year actually they're going to make driving and talking on your phone like this illegal. So I'm going to have an earphone device, or I can just click this button and say I want to talk to blah 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 and put it on speakerphone, which is actually a pretty good alternative. And by the way, this phone has Bluetooth in it, so it can connect and it can act like a internet modem for your laptop when you're on the road, or you can also use it for the nifty little Bluetooth headset devices. Another good product spec that this has is you can open Word documents. You can't really edit them, and the formatting might be kind of funny, but Word documents, Excel documents, Adobe Acrobat files, you can open that as an attachment when someone emails you the file. You can also put on your own ringtones and all that jazz. I actually bought a few. I have T-Mobile for my phone provider, so you can actually buy a few here. But other than that, some downsides to the phone is that they don't really have support for Mac, and I have a MacBook. So what I have to do is I have to actually run virtualization software and have Windows XP on my Mac running on top of my Mac OS, so it can talk to my Outlook, because I can sync with my BlackBerry. I sync all my files to my Outlook, and vice versa for work. So that's pretty important for me in my personal life, and it works pretty well. So bottom line is this phone is probably one of the best phones I've ever owned. It's durable. The battery life is very good. I leave it on all the time. I talk on it maybe an hour or two a day. I do a lot of internet and stuff like that, and it works fine for me. The screen is very vibrant. It's a very nice screen. One of the downsides as well that I've seen is that the default browser, the BlackBerry browser, the internet browser, is really kind of crappy, and you have to install a new one on top of it. What I have is Opera. It's called Opera Mini, and it basically shows all the websites in the original formatting, and you can click and zoom in and go to the one you want to use. And that's also OTA installation over the air. It's free. Just go to the website and find it. Also, you can have Google Maps on here. I have my Gmail as well for my private email. The possibilities are pretty endless here for what you want to do with this phone. So instead of going out and buying an iPhone or anything, I think you should buy a BlackBerry Pro. So that concludes my review. If you have any other questions, go ahead and write to me and I'll answer your questions. I've had this phone for probably a good 6 months or so, and it's a really good phone. So, peace.